Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now a toss play. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This for his running back, McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Mahomes steps away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Correct.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson, dancing to his left, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs.
From the 17, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed at 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well, and guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently holding the AFC South lead, but they also have that 8-5 record. It's going to be close down the stretch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis will be taking his parka to the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston at Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second and 10, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
56. Hey, tight. 2 times. 3 times.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's caught by Hollister. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check it out, please. Hey.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch the run.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Big ass.
They'll run on first down. Carson, 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. On second down. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Wilson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
It's fourth down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Seahawks 14.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point.